Hi everyone, Sheree here. I'm very excited today to be working on the final 2 days of my 2018 December album. So I've got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day to go. As you can see, I've already got things in pockets ready to use, but I do need to add all the little details and the journaling. So I will pop you on fast forward and get right into it. Okay, so for day 24, I've got this 6x4 photo at the bottom here. Christmas Eve was spent at home watching Christmas movies like Home Alone and The Polar Express. So it was quite fun. I've got this Paislee Press journaling card that I've just added the Elle Studio phrase Holly and Jolly underneath. And I've just added a Studio Calico gold star to the top of that one. I'm using another one of those phrase stickers at the bottom of the photo and another gold star. And then on the back of that page, I have another Paislee Press card that I'm just adding another little star to, and I'll add another phrase sticker to the bottom of this photo. It did say loving this moment. I just want it to say loving this. So I've just trimmed off that moment word, and that sticker can go onto the photo as well. Okay, so just deciding what to do next. I'm going to grab my journaling, which I've printed onto an Ali Edwards journaling card using my computer. And I've decided to add a little bit of stitching to those cards now. So I've stitched across the top of that card and across the phrase stickers on the other cards and photos. I'm now just going to add the date to the bottom of that card using my One Canoe 2 date stamp. And I love that this is a tiny font, so I fitted that space perfectly. So that card can go in there, that one's done. The other ones can go in too. They're all now complete with their stitching and bits and pieces. Okay, so I'll flip that one over. I've got one more card to go in there. And I've got this chipboard piece from Felicity Jane that says movies, and I'm adhering that directly onto the page protector right in the center there. So that was a little finishing touch for that one. So moving on to day 25 now. So I've got these beautiful large red numbers from a previous Ali Edwards kit a couple of years ago, I believe. And I've got a pattern paper from the Paislee Press kit. And I'm just going to add these big numbers right at the bottom of this paper. I do have a transparency that will be sitting over the top of this that has a star garland across the top of the page. So I wanted the 25 to be at the bottom, and then I've got one of those glittered Merry Days stars that I want to suspend from the top of the page. I've done this a few times throughout the album, so there's a little bit of consistency there with this element. Okay, so I'm trimming off that twine. I've used a twine with a gold fleck through it, and I'm just going to secure that twine using a couple of staples at the very top there. Alright, so to make sure that my star isn't floating around, I've got a glue dot going in behind that one. So hopefully that will keep it nice and secure. Okay, so there's that transparency I was talking about. I wanted to make sure my star was hanging down underneath it. Alright, so that is now in the pocket, and I did add a stitched border around that as well. So I've got another large photo here. And I've decided to put a strip of pattern paper across the very bottom of that photo. So this is a paper from the old Joy kit from Felicity Jane from a couple of years back. But I really love this red polka dot paper. So I've got a strip of that going across there. Nice pop of red at the bottom there. Okay, so adhering that one on just with some double-sided tape and trim off the excess. Now I've got this Merry Happy Everything card, which is from the Paislee Press kit last year, I believe. And another one of those Elle Studio phrase stickers. Another one of those Studio Calico gold stars. They've been so handy. I've used these all through my album. And I've just added stitching to that pattern paper strip and to the journaling card. And then I've got a Paislee Press Christmas morning chipboard piece going across that paper and a little gold star above that. From the Merry Days chipboard sticker sheet, I've got that green piece that says December 25, and also this piece that says Fa La La in the same colour. So that's tying in with that Merry Days paperclip at the top right of the page on that top right photo. So they can all go into the pockets now. I did add a tiny star next to that Fa La La piece. And then I can flip over and work on this last photo. So I've got my journaling printed out onto this Ellie Edwards Joy journaling card. I was going to pop it into the pocket, but then I decided to just add that same date stamp down to the bottom right corner. So once again, using that One Canoe 2 date stamp with a tiny font, that can now go into the pocket. All I'm going to do with that red Paislee Press card is add a little gold star, and for this final photo I'm going to add another one of those phrase stickers. This one says gather together, and I've got that other chipboard piece that says holiday selfie, which I think was from the Paislee Press chipboard set. So I'm going to add some stitching to that. Then I can go ahead and add that chipboard piece just above it, and I think I do add a gold star to that as well, just to finish it off. So because there's two 3x4s going behind that 6x4 photo, I'm going to go ahead and adhere those to the back, just so they don't float around in the pocket. And you can see that last page in my album says Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, and that's by Kerri Bradford Studio. So I've just added a couple of those gold stars to that. So that is my Christmas album complete, my December album for 2018. I hope you've enjoyed seeing it all come together. All the previous videos will be in my December album playlist on my YouTube channel here, so check those out if you've missed anything. I'll be back again soon with a complete flip through of this album. But thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.